Hello and good morning, everyone. My name is Peter Hoy. I'm the president of University of Queensland, the university that generated the cervical cancer vaccine Gardasil for you. The world has 6,000 highly cited researchers, and 28 of those are at UQ. Of those 28, two, Phil Hugenholtz and Dean Tyson, have been working on the microbiome for 20 years. They decided that they had so much knowledge that should not be cloistered in academia, but translated to the wider world to change important aspects of healthcare management. We are incredibly excited about it, and so is the founder and inventor of the Gardasil vaccine, Ian Fraser, who is on the board of Microba. We are pleased you have us here today, and we now want to invite the CEO, Blake Wills from Microba, to get you as excited as we are. Thank you.
Breaking the wall of disease with microbiome-derived diagnostics and therapeutics. Blake Wills, Microba.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's fantastic to be here today. Our goal as a company is to have the best microbiome analytical platform and to develop new life-enhancing healthcare products. And so far, we're doing a pretty good job. So what is the gut microbiome? It is the trillions of organisms that live in our large intestine that consists of bacteria, virus, and fungi. You, in fact, have more bacterial and other microbial cells in your body than you have human cells. What is it that they do? They break down our food in our large intestine. They produce essential vitamins and other metabolites. They modulate our immune system. They impact the way that certain drug classes are metabolized, and they even produce neurotransmitters that affect things such as our mood. The gut microbiome has been described now by scientists and doctors as an organ in the human body. At Microba, we're in the process of deeply characterizing that organ in the human body. As you can see, this is an area of extreme growth in research. Over the last 10 years, research has accelerated extremely strongly. The reason why? The gut microbiome is implicated in a broad range of diseases which affect millions of people globally. You may have heard of some bad bacteria such as E. coli and Salmonella, but you may not know that the gut microbiome is implicated in irritable bowel syndrome, which affects 1 in 5 people, inflammatory bowel disease, which is on the rise, and even other conditions which are not directly in the gut, so Parkinson's disease, diabetes, and even various forms of cancer. So, what has the challenge been to date? The challenge is measuring the gut microbiome accurately, and that's the problem which Microba has gone out to solve. As society, we've moved away from using a microscope to moving towards DNA sequencing technologies. The problem with DNA sequencing technologies is that they generate huge amounts of very complex data, and we're talking about trillions of organisms which we need to capture here. So at Microba, we've solved that problem by developing a metagenomic analysis platform that is best in class for determining who is in the gut microbiome and what they're functionally capable of doing. And we've made this technology broadly available. But we're not only measuring known species, previously known species, we're actually discovering new species. Every point on this plot here, every dot represents a bacteria. Those in green represent ones that Microba has discovered. You can see some of them are highly prevalent in the population and in strong levels of abundance. So at Microba, we're the first company in the world to make this highly technical platform broadly available to those who need it most: consumers, clinicians, and researchers. So what have we achieved as a company today? We've helped over 7,000 people deeply understand the gut microbiome. We're about to launch our first product into the US in the next 2 weeks. We've generated over $2 million of sales. We have a partnership with a global precision medicine company which is going to let us scale extremely quickly. And we've discovered a broad range of novel bacteria. The other thing at Microba that we're very excited about is the generation of big data, so deep microbiome data and correlating disease data. I'll use the example of inflammatory bowel disease, which is our flagship program. At Microba, we can now diagnose this disease, we can identify new candidate therapies to suppress inflammation, and we can even predict response to certain drug classes to determine whether or not you'll respond. So using AI, Microba, now with over 95% accuracy, can predict, just using the gut bacteria alone, whether or not you have inflammatory bowel disease. We've identified a number of novel candidates, bacteria, which we believe and have demonstrated in the lab suppress inflammation. We're studying the bioactives that these bacteria currently produce to identify new treatments. And finally, we've done studies into predicting response to certain drug classes. So at Microba, we are at the intersection of big data and medicine. And we are truly excited to be breaking the wall of disease by gaining a deep understanding of the human gut microbiome. Thank you very much.